Hello everyone. Let's talk about something that many of us fear, yet something that can become a powerful tool in our lives if we choose to see it differently: rejection. Often, when we face rejection, we feel defeated, hurt, or even confused. But what if I told you that rejection could be one of the most transformative experiences of your life? What if you could turn rejection into something that propels you forward, rather than holding you back? That's exactly what we're going to explore together today: how to use rejection to your advantage. Rejection, at its core, is not the end of the road, but rather the beginning of a new opportunity. The key is to shift your perspective. The moment you experience rejection, you have a choice: to accept it as a failure or to recognize it as a redirection. Rejection does not define your worth or your future. Instead, it's a signpost, a nudge from the universe that says, this is not the right path for you. Keep looking. When we think of rejection as a tool for growth, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that exist beyond our current situation. One of the first lessons to understand is that rejection is rarely about you. It's about timing, circumstances, and the needs of the person or situation rejecting you. When someone turns you down, it's important to remember that it doesn't reflect your value as a person. Often, people reject things for reasons that have nothing to do with you. They might not be ready for what you have to offer, or may be focused on other priorities in their lives. Recognizing this can help you take rejection less personally and see it for what it truly is: a temporary situation, not a reflection of who you are. Rejection has a unique way of forcing you to get clear on what you truly want. When you face rejection, you have to ask yourself, is this really what I want, or was I just going along with it because it seemed like the right thing to do? Often, the pain of rejection pushes you to evaluate your desires and goals more closely. You gain clarity about what matters most, and this clarity can be an essential guide as you move forward. Every time you face rejection and choose not to let it break you, you are building resilience. Overcoming rejection strengthens your character and helps you develop a deep sense of self-worth. Rejection reveals how strong you truly are. It shows you that you are capable of bouncing back, learning from the experience, and continuing to move forward with confidence. Instead of shrinking from rejection, stand tall and acknowledge the strength that lies within you. When one door closes, another opens. This is the beauty of rejection. It clears space in your life for something better to come along. Whether it's a new opportunity, a better job, or a more fulfilling relationship, rejection often signals that the current situation is not aligned with your highest good. It may hurt at first, but trust that the universe is preparing something far better for you. Stay open to the possibility that rejection is simply a way of removing what's no longer serving you, making room for something greater. When faced with rejection, you are forced to rely on your inner strength and trust that you are capable of handling whatever comes your way. Trusting yourself in the face of rejection allows you to remain grounded and focused on your goals, no matter the external circumstances. As you experience more rejection and continue to trust in yourself, you build an unwavering belief in your own abilities. The more you trust yourself, the less rejection will be able to shake you. Rejection tests your determination and persistence. Are you willing to keep going, even when things don't seem to be going your way? Are you ready to push through the setbacks and challenges? Rejection is a powerful teacher, one that shows you whether you have the resilience to continue moving forward in the face of adversity. If you quit after facing rejection, you'll never know what could have been. But if you persevere, you'll eventually find your way to success. Sometimes, rejection is simply feedback. It can show you where you need to improve and what you need to work on to succeed. Rather than seeing rejection as a failure, view it as an opportunity for growth. What can you learn from this experience? How can you refine your skills or improve your approach? If you're rejected in one area, it's not an indication that you are unworthy, it's an invitation to become even better at what you do. The more you put yourself out there, the more likely you are to experience rejection. This is actually a good sign. It means you're stepping out of your comfort zone and taking risks. Rejection is a natural part of growth. If you're not facing rejection, you may not be challenging yourself enough. It's a reminder that you're making progress, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. Think of rejection as evidence that you're moving forward and expanding beyond your limits. When you face rejection, you're given the chance to reassess your goals and priorities. This can help you refocus and realign with what you truly want. Rather than getting distracted by external validation or approval, rejection reminds you to stay true to your purpose and keep your eyes on the prize. It forces you to dig deeper and ask yourself, is this truly aligned with my goals? By helping you eliminate distractions, rejection keeps you focused on what truly matters. When one door closes, you're often forced to get creative about finding another way in. Rejection can push you to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions that you might not have considered otherwise. Instead of accepting rejection as a dead end, see it as an invitation to find new ways of achieving your goals. Rejection is a call to tap into your creativity and explore new paths that might ultimately lead you to greater success. Facing rejection time and time again helps you develop emotional intelligence. You learn how to handle your emotions, especially the negative ones, in a healthy and productive way. Instead of letting rejection send you into a spiral of self-doubt or frustration, you learn how to process your feelings, stay grounded, and move forward with clarity. Over time, you become more emotionally resilient, better able to navigate the ups and downs of life without being knocked off course. The more you put yourself out there, the more rejection you will encounter. But this is a sign of growth. When you step out of your comfort zone and try new things, rejection is inevitable. It's a natural part of the process. However, this is exactly what growth looks like. Rejection doesn't happen to those who are stagnant or unwilling to take risks. It happens to those who are brave enough to pursue their dreams and take action. Think of rejection as a sign that you're on the right track and that you're pushing the boundaries of your growth. Every rejection is the closing of one chapter and the opening of the next. It's a new beginning, a fresh start that leads you to new opportunities, experiences, and insights. When one door closes, it's because a better one is waiting for you. Rejection is never the final word. It's simply a stepping stone towards something greater. Keep your heart and mind open, for the next chapter is always ready to unfold, bringing you closer to the life you truly desire. When you start to see rejection as a tool for growth and empowerment, everything changes. Rejection no longer feels like something to avoid, but something to think of. It's a powerful force that, if used correctly, can propel you to higher levels of success, fulfillment, and happiness. Remember, rejection is not the end, it's simply a detour on the road to your dreams. Keep going, keep believing in yourself, and trust that every rejection is leading you to something greater. Rejection is often the catalyst for change, pushing us into new realms of thinking and experiencing life. It's in these moments of being turned away that we realize our true strength lies not in our ability to avoid rejection, but in how we respond to it. When we experience rejection, we're not simply being told no, but being redirected toward what is meant for us. It may take time for the clarity to appear, but every rejection carries within it a lesson or a blessing that we may not see at first. As we grow stronger, more resilient, and more in tune with our inner desires, we learn to understand that rejection is not an obstacle, but a stepping stone towards our highest potential. There's a certain beauty in rejection that many overlook. When one chapter of our life closes, it gives us the freedom and opportunity to write the next. Rejection encourages us to examine our desires more closely and to take a deeper look at our priorities. Perhaps what we sought was not in alignment with who we are becoming. It allows us to reconsider our path and refine our goals. Instead of clinging to what was never meant for us, we can release it, knowing that something better awaits us on the other side. As we begin to reframe rejection, we start to see it as an invitation rather than a setback. It's an invitation to expand our horizons, take new risks, and meet new people or opportunities. The very act of being rejected requires a shift in thinking, a change in perspective. We are no longer viewing rejection as a failure, but rather as an opportunity to realign with our true purpose and desires. Rejection is an agent of transformation, but only when we are open to it. It asks us to trust the process, even when we can't yet see the outcome. Over time, rejection teaches us to develop a deep sense of self-worth. It helps us separate our identity from our circumstances. We begin to understand that our value is not dependent on external validation or the approval of others. Instead, it lies within us. The more we internalize this, the less rejection affects us. We can hear "no" without feeling defeated because we know that it doesn't determine who we are or what we are capable of achieving. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you found this content valuable. Subscribing means you'll always stay updated with new insights that can help you navigate life's challenges with more resilience and clarity. Each like, comment, and subscription is a sign of your commitment to growth. So, hit that like button and subscribe right now, and make sure you don't miss out on more content that can inspire and uplift you.